Clad here. I want to interview you. I was a newspaper reporter for 6 years, and I was assistant managing editor for 4 years, and I did radio for 3.5 years, and I did TV about 1.5 years. And I quit all of that to begin my personal growth journey. Like, this was one of my books, Reignited America. That's my second to the most recent book. This is my most recent book, Enlightened Productivity. I have the Daily Personal Success System, and this was my first book, which was Experience Unconditional Love this year. That was when I became a relationship coach. So, from the newspaper business, I want to interview you because you have so much good to share with the world. And I'm going to ask you a set of questions. This is actually an unadvertised, unspecified bonus through the God JV at godjv.com. You want to partner with God. This is how important this is. This is how every one of us are transcending the scarcity, fear, lack programming. I mean, I don't know if you saw my last podcast. You're going to see it at godjv.com. So go there now and see that. If you're not consciously serving God, you are unknowingly serving evil. I walk you through that in this podcast that you'll see yourself at godjv.com. It's really, really important for every one of us to recognize this. So all of us are coming out of these systems designed to oppress, control, disempower, distract, separate us from our power, our purpose, our families, each other, our communities, and God. And that's all in the past, because all of us now are coming back into our power. We are reconnecting as our families, as our neighborhoods, as our communities, as our human family. Every one of us, really hear this message, because it's imperative that every one of us are living this now. Every one of us is here to make as much of a difference as we can to as many people as we can. And your contribution to others determines your happiness, joy, fulfillment, well-being, peace of mind, success, prosperity, meaning, impact, contribution. The value of your life is how much you are giving to others. And we are giving our all to others now. We're out of that scarcity, fear, lack programming. We're all doing this together through godjv.com, partnering with God and being of greater service to more people. Right now, how many friends do you have right here on this platform? And on all of your social media combined, how many people can you easily and quickly reach with almost no time, energy, thought, or effort? You're able to, by us partnering with God and working together and being of greater service to more people, you're able to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate every one of your online friends, doing a little more today in being of greater service to more people. So I'm going to invite you to do this. We're all coming together and doing this instead of being afraid of people and constricting our power. We're opening up because, my friend, you are God's instrument for miracles in the world. You are allowing God to, we're talking about all this in godjv.com. So make sure you're seeing this yourself. It's so, so critical, especially you, because you have such an important destined role to play for you to open fully and receive, allowing God to bless your life as you are then, or as God is working through you then, to bless the lives of every one of your online friends, and if not also everyone in your local community. Anyway, you'll see all of this very clearly at godjv.com, so make sure you're doing that now. So The interview that I want to do with you, I want to interview you, is depending on how much you are saying yes and being of greater service to more people, I want you to lead your own Liberty Vanguard Alliance in your community, leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating, doing a little more today and being of greater service to everyone in your local area as well as all your online friends. And then I will interview you about that. And also, and this is an ongoing interview, by the way, so this is going to be part of how it's instrumental in how you are transforming the lives of every one of your online friends. Or if you're just getting your mind right and you're doing our Vanguard Think and Grow Rich Direct experience, then I will interview you about that. And if you're going all in and you're becoming one of our Sons of Liberty, then I'm going to interview you on that. And if you're, even starting from being a God JV prosperity partner, I will interview you on that. How every one of us is now coming from that place of giving, serving. We're coming from abundance, prosperity, wealth, enough or more than enough, not scarcity, lack consciousness, or fear, or constricting. Every one of us is here to do something great. And that's allowing God to work in your life, to move through you and out in the world, because you are how God is blessing the world. You are God's instrument for miracles, after all. So how can there be any other way that God is able to bless other people than through you, through the gift you are as God's gift to the world? You see how imperative this is for every one of us to do? And my friend, every one of us is doing this because of you, doing this yourself, and then sharing your answers to the interview questions that I'm giving you. This is a written interview, so I'm going to give you the question, you're going to share the answer, and that's a very important post that you are sharing on your social media. You're leading all of your online friends to doing this with all of their online friends. So just as for instance, by you, I'm challenging you to lead 12,000 of your online friends into your Liberty Vanguard Alliance, where you are liberating every one of them as you are transforming your life. And it's the best thing every one of us has ever done. I'm challenging you to get your 12,000 people doing this in the next 3 days. This is our 3-day Sons of Liberty Liberation Challenge. All this is at godjv.com. Anyway, just for instance, though, you getting 1,200 of your online friends to get 1,200 of theirs, and you have transformed the lives of 1,440,000 people. How many people in all of history have had anywhere near that level of impact as you right here are able to have through godjv.com, and yet your 1,440,000 people getting their 1,200, and my friend, this is the measure of your life well lived. This is how much you are allowing God to transform the world, to liberate humanity through your life, through your inspiration, through your leadership, through your guidance, through your wisdom, through your example. Because then you have transformed the lives of 1,728,000,000 people. Just with your 1,200 getting their 1,200 getting theirs. 1,728,000,000 people are liberated. That's how much of a gift you are. That is how much you matter. You'll see all this at godjv.com, so make sure you're doing this. You see how important this interview is, right? So I'm going to give you the questions to answer. You're going to answer the question. You're going to post your answer with the question with your God JV Partnering with God Freedom Money link. And this is how you are liberating everyone connected with you, because they'll see your answer. They will want to be part of this themselves, because it's the greatest thing every one of us has done. This is the higher purpose of all of our lives, as well as the higher purpose of social media itself. So we're all coming together. We're coming from love, peace, prosperity, unity, being of greater service, and we are liberating humanity. We're expelling the systems of tyranny, evil, oppression, control, and we're being of service to every one of us. We're helping each other experience the fullness that is our divine design, duty, destiny, dharma. We're all here to enjoy the good life, to enjoy everything that we want, to be wealthy, to enjoy the finest things. Because this is a world, well, it's supposed to be devoted to God, and yet we lost our way, we lost our focus, we lost our power, we forgot our power, and we got distracted, disempowered by the dumbing device, disconnected from each other, from our purpose, from our power, from our passion, from God. And now we're coming back together. We're reuniting these United States. And we are using our power to transform and liberate the world. Make sure that you are the inspired example of how much more is possible for every one of us by partnering with God through godjv.com. Thank you very much.